So, let's see what I'm heading for this time.
Hi, I'm Lisa Daniels. This is my husband, Steve, and we have 6 children.
Our youngest is Brinley. She's 2.5. Ireland is 4. And Allison is 7.
Next is Alexa. She's 8. Alexis, eat and quiet. Haley is 12. And the oldest is our only son, Josh, and he's 13. Steve works full-time.
All right, I'll be back. I own my own insurance brokerage, and Lisa's at home with all 6 kids all day.
Shut up! Shut up! Don't know what I'm gonna do with my children and the way that they're acting.
Shut up before I kill you!
I'll use Mommy's gun and I'll kill you.
7 minutes, don't talk. They know how to push me around, and I just don't know how to control them anymore.
6 kids and 1 mum who's given up.
Haley's probably the most difficult of them all.
You're stupid.
That means you're fat.
She's actually gotten to be very conniving, talks back.
Actually, you're the
She has much attitude towards us.
I'm gonna stab you with this knife.
You know what? For talking like that, I'm gonna duct tape your mouth.
No!
Alexis is very high-strung, very hyper little girl.
Don't
be mean to him.
Lexus, I'm not gonna chase you.
She's like a wild animal,
Lexus.
a reptile. She says offensive things to people.
Lexus, stop it.
I'm just really tired of dealing with it.
Well, when I come home, I feel things are out of control, and I'm always faced with having to deal with things. What's going on? Nobody knows what's going on unless you talk. I feel like I'm the one who's having to take control when I get home. No talking, just...
How do trust us?
No, what are we gonna do for dinner?
I don't know. It's your night. You can do it.
Dinner time is out of control every day. We never sit down and eat as a family.
As soon as you're done eating, I'll start your timer. There's fighting, yelling, food throwing.
Oh.
What's with the food all over the floor?
You're having a food fight.
We're both at our breaking point with the kids. What do you think you're doing? Nothing we do is effective. We're spreading ourselves so thin that we can't give the attention that each one of them deserves to have.
Shut up!
Allie!
This is sad, really, really sad.
We've got a house full of people that are completely disconnected.
I would love to get everything working together again
I wish you was dead.
and just be a quiet, getting along type family with no yelling.
Supernanny, bring it on. We need your help. We need somebody to come change the recipe for us, because what we're doing is not working.
Well, Mum may have given up, but I certainly haven't. I'm on my way. Hello. Hi. Hi, pleased to meet you. I'm Jo.
I'm Lisa. Hi. Come in.
Thank you.
Don't talk. You're in your timeout. Quiet. Having Joe walk in the house kind of made me feel a little upset that I had one in timeout.
A house full of children. Hi. I'm going to ask you to wear that today so I can remember who you all are.
Studies show that less than 2% of American families are as large as Lisa and Steve's. They've definitely got their hands full. 6 kids.
So, Josh, what do you do with your days then?
Play on the computer, go over to my friend's house.
Yeah. Well, you've got quite a few sisters to contend with, right? Do you get on better with one than the other, or do you get on with all of them?
I don't get along with any of them.
You don't get along with any of them? No?
Not really. Being the only boy in the house is boring.
Can you calm down?
So Alexis's behaviour unfolds from hitting and slapping and standing on her sister's back
Don't keep trying.
to spitting in her sister's face.
I like to stop it. What do you?
Hayley, does your sister spit all the time at you?
Yeah.
And that for me is just disgusting, it really is.
Get out of my clothes. Don't! Stop.
I know that Mum and Dad think Hayley is a troublemaker, but from what I see, it seems that Hayley spends most of her time defending herself from Alexis.
You're one sick kid.
Open the door.
She's spitting on you.
Out of Daddy's office. Get out.
Spitting.
I don't know why you're running around.
She's spitting.
Okay, go sit on the couch.
Can't you hear her going quick?
Mum tolerates it, and that's why Alexis is as wild as she is.
Do it to Josh. Stop! She's spitting on me.
You girls need to stop. Hayley, you're grounded today. Didn't I ask for your help, Hayley, putting all this stuff away?
Mum tells me that she keeps Hayley busy with chores so that she keeps her out of trouble, but what does she keep Alexis busy with?
You could start with that to keep you busy. You need to grab all that and pick it up. Hayley, load up and rinse off the dishes. Sheets need to be folded. Clothes need to be put away. That's your chore, Hayley. Do it now.
Hayley's fully aware that she's being treated very differently to the rest of her sisters and brother, and she's now rebelling towards that. So what do you do in the house? Like, what's your responsibilities?
I do a lot of chores.
You do a lot of chores? Mm-hmm. Your other brothers and sisters, they do a lot of chores?
I do the most.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. How come you do the most then?
My mom usually gets mad, and so I help.
Her mother tends to vent all her frustration out on Hayley. They're not going to be close if she continues to behave like this. Do you think your family's happy?
When Hayley and I were talking, I saw Josh go up to his bedroom to be alone, so I decided that I would have a conversation with him as well.
So what are you doing today? Anything? Huh? No. Just your computer?
Yeah.
What kind of things do you do on the computer?
Play a game with all my friends.
You know, everything I asked Josh, you know, what do you do? Well, not much, don't know really. I mean, these kids are not stimulated mentally. They just kind of doss around the house all day and put themselves in front of computers and do nothing. Towards the latter part of the afternoon, I realised that Mum wasn't around, and I looked for her and found her in Steve's study. And she was very emotional.
Right now, I just feel like there's nothing I can do, and I'm better off just staying, not dealing with it. I almost want to put them in boot camp. I hate to say it. I don't know if that'll even help them. I think they're beyond control.
I mean, how crazy really is that? This mother's ready just to throw the towel in and just say, somebody else take him. Hayley and Alexis have been told that they're grounded. Who's in the pool? Is that Alexis?
Mm-hmm.
But you're not allowed in. She's told you to stay out, Mum has. What kind of message does that send to the rest of the kids when one parent disciplines one and not the other? Mum, can I just ask you something, Lisa? Why Hayley's here?
We had an issue with her mouth, so I grounded her forever from the pool.
Grounding Hayley from the pool forever. I mean, that's an empty threat that Mum's never going to carry through. The kids are never going to take her seriously. You just ground them for a few days, not forever.
I've got another one out there that is not supposed to be in the pool, and she's not listening to me, so I'm gonna wait on Daddy when he comes home to see if he can get her out.
Alexis is out of control, and Mum feels that she can't even deal with her, so she doesn't bother to attempt anything. These kids are realising that actually their mum doesn't care, that she doesn't have anything to say. She's not worried about what I do. I can come and go as I please.
Hello, hello.
There we go.
Hayley.
Hi, pleased to meet you, Joe.
Hi, nice to meet you, Joe.
When Dad arrived home, it was dinner time, and I'd just spent a completely unstructured day with his family, so I wasn't surprised that dinner time was total chaos as well.
Here, you want some too? Is this yours?
Wake up.
Is that food on the top of your head there? Here, by your eyebrow?
The Daniels have this huge dining room that's completely unused. Mum and Dad eat dinner in front of the television.
What do you want to watch?
The kids eat in the kitchen, and the younger ones don't even eat at all.
Kids not hungry. Brian and...
Yeah, probably because they've been upstairs eating chips.
You know, like I say, it's ridiculous. Okay, so it has been a really good day for me. I've been able to see a lot. There's lots to discuss. I get a good night's sleep because tomorrow morning the three of us will have our family meeting. Because family truly do need help. It's like Mum and Dad are minding the kids. instead of engaging and interacting. I mean, you have 6 kids because you chose to have kids because you wanted 6 kids, right? And now your kids are here, you're doing nothing with them. They need to take ownership and earn that title of being a parent. I'd like to say to the pair of you that it was obviously a very conscious decision to have 6 children. You have the label parents. But when did you decide that you wouldn't parent?
What do you mean by that?
Where did you get to the point where it was easier to just give up? You have children that are out of control. And you clearly did give up, Lisa. You clearly did go, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I did. I mean, they don't listen. They don't listen to me.
We know what we're doing is not working, but every time we try something new, it just doesn't work out. So, you know.
But the first thing that I noticed straight away, I want to discuss Hayley and your relationship with Hayley, Lisa.
Okay.
One that's very unfair. Numerous amounts of times yesterday, I watched you put chores onto Hayley that neither of the other children had. It was, Hayley, do this, Hayley, do that. What are you doing lounging?
Because she's the one that causes most of the problems.
Your other children were playing up and misbehaving, and yet nothing was done with them.
Well, we've got a lot of major issues with her.
Just because she shows you the capacity to take what you put on her shoulders, it doesn't mean that she deserves to be treated like that.
I'm done talking about that right now.
Well, I'm not done by far about talking about it. I see a detachment with you and Hayley that's really unhealthy, and the way you're treating her is wrong. Yesterday, when it came to Alexis and Hayley being in trouble, there was Hayley inside the house whilst Alexis was out in the poolside.
I couldn't get her out of the pool. I mean, what do you want me to do? Jump in and grab her out?
Yeah. The fact is that you're lazy and you don't do nothing about it.
We can't get him to do what we ask him to do.
Who's going to change that? Unless you guys do. But what I'm not seeing from the pair of you is a willingness to take responsibility for what's happened here. Instead, you want to go, well, that's how it is. We've got 6 kids, you know, we just don't know how to do it. Take responsibility for it. Let's talk about family time.
We try and do our family time, but it doesn't work out.
Right now, nothing works out, Lisa. I mean, what did you do with the kids yesterday where you were spending even time with 2 of them?
I didn't have time yesterday.
What was you doing then?
Picking up, running around, making them lunch, making them breakfast.
Well, that's what every other mother does, Lisa. You make time. You sit down and you have fun with your kids. I mean, isn't that why you had 6 kids? Didn't you want to be a mother?
Yeah.
And have relationships with each one of your kids? And that really concerns me because they need your love. How much do you know about your kids?
You know, we do a lot more with our kids than I think you think we do.
8 hours with the TV on, the computers, the video games. I mean, really, it's a babysitter. Dinner time, nobody eating around the table together as a family. No core.
Well, you know, we try to eat together as a family, but everybody's screaming and throwing this and crying and needing to go to a timeout. And...
You know, despite what you're seeing on the outside, the temper tantrums, the shouting, they want the rules, they want the expectations. They need that guidance.
I'm willing to try anything.
Lisa.
I'm willing to try and get it to work. I just feel like there's nothing we can do to change.
But I know that if you're willing to have some faith in what we're about to do here, and you're prepared to step up, that we can make some serious changes here. It's going to be hard work because you've spent so many years getting it to this place. So are we ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah? Okay, let's go then. There's a real disconnect between these parents and their children. Dad's in total denial of how little time they spend with their kids, and Mum's completely given up.
So the first thing I want to do is to show them that there's a real problem here. Okay, everybody take their seats, please. So the idea of this game is to understand our family. Do we know our children very well? Oh, rather silent at the back, wouldn't you say, children? Do we think that our contestants at the back are going to do a pretty good job in understanding who we are? Oh, not very promising. For this game, I asked the kids a group of simple questions, which I then posed to Mum and Dad, just to see how well they knew their children. What does Ali want to be when she grows up, Lisa?
I'm gonna take a guess and say she wants to be a singer.
A singer, and the answer is?
Teacher.
A teacher. It wasn't very successful, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna go with pink.
Enchiladas.
I'm gonna go with pizza. It was kind of hard that we weren't getting a lot of the most important things correct.
I'd have to say dog.
Her favorite animal is a cat.
I'd have to say Disneyland.
I wasn't surprised that they didn't do that well.
The whole idea of this was to get a grasp of really the reality of how much time you spend together as a family and how much you really know about your kids with regards to the things that interest them. And I think really we can see that we still got work to do.
It was another rude awakening. I love my kids, but how much do I really know about them? And that was tough.
Now it's time to tackle one of the biggest issues facing this family. They've got no clear ground rules for behaviour, and that's Discipline 101, and it needs to be addressed now.
Okay, we have rules.
Listen up, okay?
And these are the rules that you guys are gonna follow. The first one is no swearing.
Most of the children reacted really well to the new rules. They were very attentive, and they seemed to realise that Mum and Dad meant business. But Bryn started to throw a temper tantrum, and she didn't want to sit on the couch. Okay, stop her, bring her over here, and say to her, if you do not listen to Daddy, you will be going on timeout. Bryn was really playing up. I mean, she's 2.5 years old. She does know what she's doing, and it is time to be teaching Bryn about boundaries and behaviour and consequences. Now go and sit down and take her back over there.
On the couch.
Take her back over.
I was shocked because Bryn normally doesn't do that. But I realized that she was doing that because it was the first time that somebody's ever laid that boundary for her to say, no, you will listen. You will do what I ask you to do. Bryn, because you didn't listen to me and sit on the couch, you're gonna go on a timeout now.
All right, bring her over here. Bring her over here. Okay. So now what you've done is just pacified, okay? I'd like you to take her back, all right, and explain why she was placed on that step, okay? Because right now, you see here, it's not a China doll, okay? She didn't listen, and she disrespected you, and now you're going to teach her.
I know she's showing me the process of when you discipline her, but I was frustrated with it because it's hard to have her crying and you're trying to discipline her when she's supposed to be your baby.
Take her, don't watch it, take her. Take her back. Back. You don't like what's going on right now, do you?
No, and she's not usually like this.
You know why? You know why? Do you know why? Because you pussyfoot around her, that's why. Because you allow her to behave this way. And now look what she's showing you. Do you want to be a good mum? Then you be one. Then you be one, because you might as well not be here if you're not going to be a good mum. It's a real tough situation for Lisa. She's not prepared to have a backbone. She doesn't want the backbone. Mum wanted to quit, and she walked away from the situation and completely went off the handle.
I am telling you right now, she's never like that. I want a break. Come here. No!
Lisa,
She's
Lisa.
not like that.
Lisa.
Come here. Come here, Dad. Take care of the kids, please.
Now, sit down and eat. I was really concerned that she maybe has given up.
You asked me to come in and help you, right? Huh?
Yeah, but not to
Wait.
make my 2-year-old like that.
I'm not making your 2-year-old. You are.
She's not like that.
You are.
You know, this is no time for games. There's jeopardy here. These kids really need 2 strong parents. And whilst I was talking to one who was prepared to give up and didn't want to do anything, there was Dad downstairs continuing with the timeout and making a commitment to change.
I know. As soon as you finish your timeout, we'll eat lunch, okay?
The fact that you give her boundaries, it doesn't mean that you love her any less, but it means that no is no.
Look at me. You have to sit here until your timeout is over. I'll keep bringing you back here until you do.
If you don't think about the choices you make, and they're not smart decisions, you're making choices for 6 other kids out there as well. That's a hell of a responsibility.
Seeing her deal with this the way that she has versus the way that I'm embracing this it's a little frustrating. Your timeout is up, okay? Give me a hug, we'll go eat our lunch, okay? Okay?
Even after our conversation, Lisa still wasn't prepared to take responsibility.
If you guys can back off.
I'm not backing off. You need to do this.
Yeah, but having you guys here is making her frustrated.
No, it's not. And you know it and I know it, okay? If you want me to come down to your language and talk on your turf,
You're putting up this wall and you gotta...
No, I'm not. You're not listening to me.
You gotta let her in.
Steve wants Lisa so badly to really raise her game, step up, and be the mother that he hopes she can be.
I don't feel like you're trying. I feel like you think this is a waste of time. I'm here to support you. You need to step up here, Lisa.
And he believes in her more than she believes in herself right now.
You know, all I can ask you to do at this point is just try your very, very best.
After my conversation with Mum and Dad, I realised that this family need time to build relationships. Josh is the only boy in a house full of girls, so I sent him off with Dad to do some male bonding.
Look at that, you got air on that one. That was good.
I now have to close the gap between Hayley and Mum. There's been a lot of resentment built up, you know, over the years with Hayley, and I think it's time, as we are starting everything fresh, to really make amends with Hayley. Talk to her, mother to daughter, about how you want to be able to really have a relationship with her. And I think she needs to know that you love her and that you care about her a lot. And I'm going to suggest that after you've had that conversation, we go off and take Hayley and yourself bowling.
Okay.
Just you and her, you know? Create some new history.
When I faced Hayley, it was kind of hard because we haven't really connected and talked about things. We're gonna go out and it's just gonna be you and me and we're gonna get to go bowling. It's just gonna be you and I.
It was so important for her to go into Hayley's bedroom and to talk to her daughter, but everything was prompted. Lisa did nothing impulsively from her heart. So it's really great that we've spoke about how much fun we're gonna have together. But we've missed the emotion.
Miss the emotion.
I think you need to talk about your relationship.
If there's any issues with anything, I want you to know that you can always come to me.
Why? Why can she come to you?
Because I'm her mom and she can depend on me and trust me to help her.
If you can't be open with your daughter, we can't bridge the gap between you and Hayley. So what are you going to do to change so that you can have a better relationship with Hayley?
The yelling's been more directed to you. From now on, it's not going to be screaming, it's just going to be talking to you and telling you the things that you're doing wrong. But make sure you always know that you can come to me.
I think you should give each other a big squeeze, huh? Yeah, a big hug. Lean over. What's this? Hold your daughter and your mum, huh?
When Joe had Mom hug me, it made me feel like I have my family back
I don't remember the last time Mama hugged me.
You ready? Okay, you have to get socks and shoes.
She's still very alienated from the family and won't allow herself to get close to her children at all.
You cut yourself off from receiving your kids' love. So every time you get close, it makes you emotional. You both deserve to hug each other and feel each other's love. It's a beautiful thing, okay? I want you to do that at bowling, all right? Lots of hugs and kisses, okay? Let's connect physically, all right, and emotionally with our children.
Okay.
See you later. Moments like that where you can grab her and give her a hug and a kiss, like this, okay? Okay. Hey!
Almost.
Okay, come on, you can do it. I know it seems awkward right now, but you know what, you've got to be able to do it, you know what I mean? You've got to connect with her. When I approached Lisa about being more tactile with Hayley, she couldn't really bring herself to do that.
2 left.
Almost.
I'm gonna beat 2.
So she's still very detached and removed from her children. That's very worrying for me because the children do need to receive a lot more than what Lisa's willing to give right now.
High five. Good girl.
And I'm going to be leaving for a few days. I want to see change, all right? The affection, the stuff that we spoke about, stepping up with the authority, okay? Support Dad, okay? Together. Let's make a difference. Okay, take care.
Thank you.
See you when I get back. Let's hug. Can we put yourself together, all right? I'll see you when I get back. Let me see some good stuff. I'm definitely going to be worried about Lisa's state of mind and where she's at. No, Jojo's going now for a few days. I'm going to be watching you, though. And I'll see you when I come back, okay? So I'm just hoping that something's going to shift whilst I'm away dramatically, because it's going to need to if there's going to be any real remarkable results here with this family. It's been 4 days since I've left Lisa and Steve alone with the kids, and I'm very anxious to talk to them about the issues that have come up since I've left. So, who's ready to take a look at what's been going on whilst I've been away?
Ready?
Well, Dad's like, ready, Mum?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, okay.
Grab a towel and come back over here. You're now in a timeout because you decided to tease.
See what Ireland did with all the toys?
What time is it?
I'm watching. She's got till 46. She's 45.
I want an apology.
I'm sorry!
Give me a hug. I want a hug. I want a hug, or I'm not gonna let you out. Both hands.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Give me 5. Give me a slap here. That's what I'm talking about. Very pleased to see you remembered about the effective timeout in the same space. That hits home for Alexis.
Yeah.
Because she's watching everybody else and she wants to be in the action. And to ignore her was even better because you didn't feed the fire.
Yeah, it bothered her. It bothered her.
Now we've got parents parenting.
I feel happier inside. I just feel respected.
You guys are really stepped up. So we're going to move on to the next clip here. It's about yourself, Lisa, and discipline, but a misuse of it. So let's learn from the clip that we are about to watch.
Look up and get up. Okay, give me a hug. Allie, come here. Allie, come here. Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. And if you're not back here in 5 seconds, I'm going to give you another timeout. 1, 2. Let's go, Allie. Ireland, you've got to start your timeout all over again. Stand up.
Okay. What have you objectively been able to see that you could have done better here?
Probably talk directly to them. I noticed I wasn't looking right at them.
That's one thing.
I can't pick Allie up, so walking her directly to timeout.
Yep. What we saw is a nervous mum who didn't know if really she would be able to discipline effectively. And at that time, she tested you because you started to talk to her. If you start to slip in your own lack of faith of whether you can do it or not, it then makes you feel frustrated. And when you're frustrated, what we see is this kind of behaviour, and it becomes too extreme. At times like that, we just step up and take ownership as the parent, as the mother. Don't fight for the position that you already have. Instead, just claim it.
Let's go, it's time to eat. Take a bite of chicken first.
Blimey, who banned the talking? We've got the family to the table, so let's talk, let's socialise. I mean, yes, we eat, but it's a great opportunity when we are all at the table to be able to catch up on each other and see what we're doing and stuff like that, all right? Because meal times allow us as families to be able to connect. It's the one time where we can just all come together.
Did you guys take all my towels out back? I want you to grab me the towels like I asked. This table's dirty. Why'd you make that noise? Put your shoes on. Put your shoes back on. Allie, your shoes are still sitting here. Lexus, get over here. Ireland, no pulling hair.
I have to laugh because I'm glad I didn't spend all day with you on that day. I think the word negativity comes to mind, doesn't it to you, Lisa? The negativity is where you're at. It's your mindset, it's your mentality. Very quick to criticise and no praise. I'm not hearing any praise at all. And it's the intonation, it's how you deliver. So it comes across as quite a drag, to say the least. We definitely want to replace the nagging with nurturing.
Yeah.
We will help in the way that they respond to you. We will help majorly.
Get the scissors, Haley.
You line it up with this, draw a line, and you cut it, and then you make a little thing like that, and you
Okay, go ahead and cut it.
Jennifer taught me this.
You just make a hole in the middle of the strip and it makes a little...
I think it's a little bow.
Very, very nice. What I love here is that you're actually taking the time to sit down with Hayley and just do the things that she needs to do. And you were helping her, and at the same time, that space was allowing you to bond. I'm very pleased to see that, Lisa. So with what I have seen, I would love to work with the pair of you on tweaking things that need doing. Are we ready to do some more?
I'm ready.
Yeah, great. Okay, so let's get moving then.
Okay.
There's always more than one way of being able to put a message across, and I was very concerned about Lisa and her language. What we have here, some lemons and some sugar. Okay, so Mum, let's put a lemon in our mouth. In it goes. Put it in your mouth. Feel like it tastes like.
It's gross.
Her facial expressions said it all.
Yeah, this is really, like, bitter.
Kids, we'll take a piece of lemon. Go on, just take it right in. Put it all in. The lemon is language. That taste in her mouth is exactly what she leaves in her kids every time she chooses to use words that hurt them. Now take a piece of the sugar. Yeah? What was the best, the lemon or the sugar?
Sugar.
And sugar is love. And that's what these kids need. We put lemon and sugar together. What does it make?
Lemonade.
Exactly. And we all like lemonade, don't we?
Yep.
At the end, I understood what she was saying. I still have some hard spots, but I'm learning. We're learning together.
I really wanted to get the kids out with Mum and Dad, so I created a game for them to realise that they can have fun as a family. We are going to do a relay that allows us to connect with one another, and ultimately, when each one of you achieves the task that you're meant to achieve, you are all going to get a very big treat from it, okay?
I could tell the kids were excited to do it. I mean, that was definitely stepping outside the box for us.
We all ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Yay!
The goal was to achieve
what was in the icebox. Oh, to number 1. Hayley, your task is to dive into this water. You've got to find a key. Now!
Good, Haley.
Haley, got the key!
You've got to go and put the key by the
Go open the
chest.
chest.
Hurry, hurry!
This one is for Mum.
Where's the key?
Run to the
Under the chest.
Number 3.
Go,
Come on, go into your cheering. Come on, Josh.
Go, go, go.
Come on, Island.
Yes, go, go, go.
Dad, this is serious crunch time now, okay? You have to find the key with only your mouth. Go, 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 go.
I think it was fun that we played together and cheered each other on. We never played together like that.
Other way, other way.
Quickly! What time for it now? Quick! Quick, quick, quick!
Ice cream!
Yay!
My priority levels are starting to shift. Going into this, I was worried about how many days of work I might miss. I haven't called my office once. High five. High five.
3 minutes!
High five. I don't need to. It's under control. What's that worth in comparison to becoming a better parent and a better father and spending quality time with your kids? Come on. I mean, that's what life's all about.
So, Jojo's going home now. Bye-bye, sweetie. Take care, okay? The journey begins now, really, for Lisa and Steve. They recognise the importance of engaging their children and really being present with them. Steve?
Bye. Thanks,
Goodbye.
Joe.
You're more than welcome. Take care. Keep going strong. Keep going strong.
Will. When we first started this, Joe said something to us in the beginning that we're parents, but we're not parenting. We need to be teachers. And I hope I'm a better parent. I feel like I'm a better parent.
Take care. Keep strong.
I'm glad she stuck with me and put up with me, because I know I was a pretty bad, putting up a pretty, I should say, big wall, and I'm glad she was there.
Take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. I got to the bottom of Mum's heart, and now she needs to use it with her kids. She needs to work at it. There's still a lot of work to be done.
We can go back up this way.
I want to go into that tree.
I think the family is overall better now. We've got boundaries, we've got discipline, we've got family time, we've got parenting.
He just went into water. Watch him pop back up.
It was a really difficult struggle for Lisa, but she just really stepped up and she seems to be managing the kids much better.
Oh boy, Steve. I'm feeling a lot more confident. They're listening to me now. My kids know that there's a new mama sheriff in town.
I'm proud of my family. I feel like we've gone through a very difficult process, but now looking back, it had to happen. Now I feel like there's hope.
My family's future is a lot stronger, more together, happier.
No, don't spin me around.
I'm glad that Joe came.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss Joe.